prepared for this lesson. A lot of research. Basically, Teachers Pay Teachers is my BFF. And so I went on and clicked in Mardi Gras and found a lot of good resources. And then there was a few that I made myself, just because I thought it was pertinent and it would incorporate some of the vocabulary that we worked on. And they always like to decorate. And then it was an ELA and social studies lesson, so I tried to incorporate both of those. Some of these words are not words that they use in their everyday language, fleur-de-lis, doubloon, but I still wanted to introduce them to it and let them know, that those are big words that can be part of their vocabulary. Tradition, I talked about the tradition of Mardi Gras, because I want them to understand, the reason why we celebrate it, and I just thought to do that with vocabulary. Struggling students, I use a lot of peer tutoring and monitoring by walking around. What our lesson's going to be about today. Who knows what a holiday is? What's a holiday?
It's something when you celebrate.
Something you celebrate. And do you know that we have a holiday here in Louisiana that other people don't have? Do you know what it's called? Listen. Do you know what it's called? It's called Mardi Gras.
Yay!
Everybody say Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Look up here, I even wrote it, Mardi Gras. And we have all kinds of fun Mardi Gras vocabulary. And the reason why we're talking about Mardi Gras is because it's important to know why you celebrate certain holidays. And Mardi Gras is really special because it started here in Louisiana. The first crew of Mardi Gras that had a parade, Corbin, started here in Louisiana. And so we need to know all about it so that if we have friends that come and visit from other parts of the country, Daniel, we can say, well, let me tell you about Mardi Gras. It's pretty special and we're pretty proud of it. And you can start throwing out some of these big vocabulary words and people will think you are one smart cookie. Say, I am one smart cookie.
I am one smart cookie.
So, you're not even going to believe what I found. A couple of weeks ago, we read a story about an old lady. And she swallowed some snow, right? Well, guess what I found? I found a story about an old lady. And you know what she swallowed?
No!
She swallowed Mardi Gras! Can you swallow a holiday? You know what she did? She's going to swallow some things that make us think about Mardi Gras. So we're just going to go through and we're going to listen to the story. And guess what else we're going to do? We're going to feed the old lady. Look at her.
How are we going to feed her?
Look at her. Look at her mouth is what? Open and ready. Open and ready. So I'm going to leave her right there. And I have some pictures from the story. Now, real quick before we start reading, show me what a good reader, a good listener sounds looks like. Destin is showing me. She's crisscrossed, hands in her lap, eyes on the speaker, waiting on Hayden to show me also. Now, say this afternoon, say, we are going to talk about Mardi Gras.
We are going to talk about Mardi Gras.
And I can say Mardi Gras vocabulary. There we go. There was an old lady who swallowed Mardi Gras. There was an old lady who swallowed a crown. I don't know why she swallowed a crown, because it made her frown. So there it is. That's for you too. She ate it up. Let's see what she swallows next. Look at it, it's in her belly, right? There was an old lady who swallowed a mask. I don't know why she swallowed a mask. It was a hard task. It was a hard thing to do. There's the mask. There was an old lady who swallowed a bead. I don't know why she swallowed a bead. She would probably rather read. Would you?
Yes.
Her belly's getting full.
Yes.
Look at all those things in her belly. We have the crown, the mask, and the
Bead.
Now, there was an old lady who swallowed a
Hat.
I don't know why she swallowed a hat, because it was a fat hat. There was an old lady who swallowed a
Coin. Doll.
It looks like a coin, and we're going to talk about it in a second. Everybody say doubloon.
Balloon.
Doubloon. It's something special that you catch at a Mardi Gras parade called a doubloon. Now let's look at her belly. It's getting full. There was an old lady who swallowed a
Donut.
nope,
Donut.
a cake.
Hey.
Yep, she didn't have just a donut. She swallowed the whole cake.
It was like a king cake.
A king cake. Now listen, I don't know why she swallowed a cake. She knew it was fake. It's not a real cake, is it? It's
No.
fake. Now, look at her belly. Finally, the little old lady said, "Throw me something, mister." Look at this. What do we call that? We talked about this a few times. A bubble speech or a speech bubble, right? And that means, listen, that means when you see that in an illustration, that the illustrator wanted you to know that that is what she was saying. She said, "Throw me something, mister." And look at her. She's got all of the things that she swallowed. And she said, "Welcome to the Mardi Gras." The end. Now look at this page, because I thought this was the best page. There is the Mardi Gras parade. Do you see the beads?
Yes.
Do you see the mask and the
Yes.
crown?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you see the doubloons?
Yes.
Yeah. And the old lady was. Do you like that story?
Yes.
Me too. All right, let's put it right there. So maybe if you choose to go to the reading center later, you can get the book and you can feed the old lady. Look, it's just a one of those teacher secrets, right? And you can get out the stuff and you can read it and feed her. The old lady who swallowed what?
Mardi Gras.
She swallowed Mardi Gras. Now, I told you a second ago that you were going to learn lots of new vocabulary about Mardi Gras. So look at the vocabulary words up here. Lots of them, right? Now, I have some pictures that go with these words. Let me see how many pictures I had. You're not going to believe it. I had exactly the right amount of pictures, so everybody gets a picture. Now, I have rules about my pictures, right? Because Rayburn works hard to create things for you to use, but I want you to be respectful when you get them, so they don't go where? You're not going to be like the old lady. And they don't go under your legs, and they don't get folded up and bent up. When you get them, I just want you to hold it so that we can see. Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right. I am going let's do it a little different so we don't bump into anything. Take it and pass it back. Stop, Brandon. Give that one. Teresa, give that one to Hayden, please. Give that to Corbin. Now, a lot of you might know the picture that you're holding, but some of you might have a picture that you're not sure about. It's okay for you. Do I have an extra? Raise your hand if you did not get one. Okay, so we do have an extra. Okay. Turn to your neighbor right now and talk to them about your picture. And see if you know, see if they know what it is, and see if you know what theirs is. Corbin and Daniel, y'all can get together since your partner's not here. Your partner is Jalen. And the three of you just want to Egypt. Okay. All right. Talk to your neighbor about what you're holding. Ready? Go. And talk about why you think it's important to Mardi Gras. Picture and just lay it right on the floor in front of you with your hands in your lap. And we're going to start talking about some of this vocabulary, okay? And what it has to do with Mardi Gras and why we celebrate it. Deanna and a Mardi Gras. Just look at the next word. Say bead.
Bead.
Do you know, or do you, if you have the picture of the beads, stand up. Everybody look at her beads. She's got a lot of them. Look at that. What color are they?
Red.
No.
Purple,
Purple, green, and gold, right? When you go to Mardi Gras, they're going to have people that are throwing beads at you. Can you believe it? It's so much fun. Let me tell you about the first Mardi Gras. Logan, I would hate to have to take a picture of it. The first Mardi Gras, guess what? The beads were made of glass. They were fancy beads, and they were beautiful. But guess what? If somebody threw one at you, it would hurt, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So they changed the beads, and now they're plastic, and usually you don't get hurt if you catch one. Can you come put the beads next to the word bead? Perfect. All right, let's look at the next one. Now, this one is really special. This word is crown. Can you say crown?
Crown.
If you're holding the picture of the crown, can you stand up and show everyone? Show everybody your crown. Show them. Take your picture and show them. Now, let me tell you why we talk about crowns when we talk about Mardi Gras. Come up here, Brandon. Who do you think would wear this special crown?
A king
And a queen. Every time you go to Mardi Gras, you're going to see special people on the first couple of floats, and they're called the king and queen. You can sit. And they wear special crowns because a long time ago, in 1857, can you say that year?
1857.
The first time we had a Mardi Gras parade, there was a special king and a queen, and they wore special crowns. And because they did it a long time ago, we keep doing that today. It's called tradition. And the tradition is that you have a king and a queen of Mardi Gras. So kings and queens wear
Crowns.
Let's look at this next word. Say mask.
Mask.
If you have a picture of a mask, stand up. Very good. Come show everybody your mask. Have you ever seen a mask like that?
Yes.
Sometimes boys and girls, they hold them, they're attached to a stick. And a long time ago, they would go to Mardi Gras balls, big, fancy parties, and they would wear fancy clothes. And but guess what? They were called masquerade balls. And they didn't want anybody to know who they were, so they wore a mask. And they would decorate them, and they would have sequins and glitter and pearls and diamonds. Oh, can you imagine? And they would wear their fancy dresses, and they would put on they would hold their masks, and they would dance and eat and party. All right, so we're going to put the mask next to maybe when you grow up, you can go to a Mardi Gras ball and wear a fancy. This one's probably my favorite. What is it? Anybody know? That was a good guess. Did you see that at the beginning? Cake, except it's not just any cake. I should have wrote king cake. If you have the picture of the king cake, is that a picture of a cake? It's still a girl. Where's the king cake? There it is, Logan. I'm standing right here and show everybody what king cake looks like. I want you to say, if you ever had a piece of king cake. Look at your neighbor and say if it was good or not. It was so good. And guess what we're going to do?
What?
On Friday, we're going to have a real one. And we're all going to get a piece. Now, you know what's so special? Wait, let me close my eyes. 3, 2, 1. Now, you know what's special about a king cake? You cut it up. First of all, it's decorated in Mardi Gras colors. Nobody else in the rest of the world ever has king cake, except if somebody from Louisiana sends it to them. And when you cut it up, Alan, you get a piece, and you're eating and you're eating and you're eating and eating, and sometimes you take a bite and it might be kind of hard.
Because there's something in it. Baby. Because a toy.
A baby. When they bake a king cake, they take a little plastic baby. It's about this big. And they stuff it into the dough. And they bake it. And then nobody knows where the baby is.
I do. No.
And guess what? You know why it's so special, king cake, Hayden? It's so special because we don't have it. We don't have it at Christmas. And we don't have it in Easter. And we don't have it for any of those other holidays. We only have it during
Mardi Gras.
So we wait and we wait and we wait, and then Mardi Gras comes and we all go and buy some king cake. Now they did that a long, long time ago. And the tradition carried on, and we still buy king cakes today. Now, let's keep going. Hat. You have the picture of the hat. Stand up. Show everybody the hat. Now remember when I told you that people go to these fancy balls, right? And they go to parades. Well, they have entertainment. They had, back in the day, they had clowns and, say, jesters. And they wore these funny looking hats. Show everybody that hat.
Whoa.
It had some beads on the end of it, and they would dance and act silly. Those were the hats they wore at Mardi Gras. And you might go to parades today, And see people still wearing those same kinds of hats. Now look at this one. Everybody say doubloon.
Doubloon.
Isn't that a funny word?
Yes.
Doubloon. If you are holding the picture of doubloons, stand up. Now, let's talk about this picture. Somebody a second ago said coins. When we fed the old lady the doubloon, y'all said it looked like a what? It looked like a coin. Now, in 1857, the very first Mardi Gras, they started making these doubloons, and they didn't throw them. They were special. And they still make them today. And a lot of people, you know what they do, Alan? They collect doubloons. And some people have doubloons from 50 years ago, older than Miss Rayburn. Yes, and they collect them and they keep them in special places to remind them of when they went to Mardi Gras. Isn't that awesome?
Get some to your house.
Look at this one. I have this picture. It's a confetti. Destiny. When you go to a Mardi Gras parade, there's stuff flying around the sky, there's beads being flown. Some of the floats even shoot this. Everybody say confetti.
Confetti.
Yes, when you think about confetti, you think about a party, right? And that's pretty much what Mardi Gras is. It's a big old party, and we have the party in the street.
Yes, one time I went to a parade.
Say only in Louisiana.
Only in Louisiana.
That's how we roll, right?
Yeah, we roll.
Parade.
Parade.
If your picture shows a parade, can you stand up? Now, you can stand up too, Hayden. Let's look at yours too. Now, Egypt's picture is showing what? Show everybody. What's
People.
People.
And the float. And the float.
People and the floats. So we can really put these two words together. Egypt is showing us the whole parade with the people and the floats and all that. Now Hayden is showing us
The party good.
just the float.
Oh,
Just the float. People ride on the float and they are all in the parade. So that's why these two can go together, kind of. So y'all both can come put your pictures next to parade. And no, that one can go next to the float. The king and the queen ride on a special float. Now, back in the day, they didn't have very fancy floats. But now, when you go to a parade,
they're so big.
the floats have lights and they have decorations and they are huge.
Yes.
But the very first Mardi Gras float, you know what it was? It was probably a flat thing that a horse pulled.
What?
Yeah, because they didn't have cars back then. But you went to a Christmas parade, right?
Me too. I went too. I went too.
Look, 3, 2. I'm glad you said that because different times of the year have different kinds of parades. And we're talking about Mardi Gras parades. I need Corbin. I need your eyes. Now, these next two can go together also. This one is a king, Hayden. And this one is a queen. If you're holding pictures of a king and a queen, stand up. We've kind of already talked about these two, right?
Yeah.
The king and the queen are the royalty of Mardi Gras. Can you come put your pictures there? There's the king. And here's the queen. Now, a long, long time ago, the king and the queen were people that lived in the community where the parades were, and they were special people that they wanted to honor. and to be chosen as the Mardi Gras king and queen was very, very special. All right, now I have 3 more cards. Stand up if you are still holding a card. Come stand right here and show it. Hold it up under your chin so everyone can see it. What do you see?
Crayons that represent Mardi Gras.
I like that big word, represent. What colors do you see?
Purple,
It kind of looks yellow, but for Mardi Gras we say gold. Can you say gold?
gold,
So we have
purple, green, gold.
those 3 colors are the colors of,
Mardi Gras.
and they stand for like big words. When you grow up, you're going to find out that they stand for royalty, and they stand for your faith and stuff like that. So those are why when you go to parades, you're always going to see a whole bunch of purple, green, and gold. Okay? So turn around, and I have those colors. You need to match your color. Where's purple? Yep. Where's green? Green. And gold. Awesome. Now, look at all of these new words that we have learned about Mardi Gras. When you go home, Mama's going to say, "What you did at school today, baby?" And you're going to say, "I learned all about
Mardi Gras.
And you can say, "Where did it start?"
In a parade. In Louisiana.
And every time we celebrate Mardi Gras, we're going to see parades. And who's going to be on the floats?
The king and the queen.
And what do they wear that's really special?
Crown.
And what do we see at parades that reminds us of Louisiana? Say fleur-de-lis.
Fleur-de-lis.
And guess what? When you go to parades, what do we catch?
Bees.
And some doubloons. Very good. So, now, the red table. You are going to go to your table and you have a little book about Mardi Gras. It's all about Mardi Gras. It even says, a book about Mardi Gras. Okay? Now, let's look at it real quick. Mardi Gras is a time to celebrate. You can wear, you can wear,
Bees.
you can wear,
And
it says hats, because a crown is a kind of hat, right? You can eat,
Cheesecake.
and you can have fun. What do we do whenever we get a book? What's the first thing we always do? And then we open it and we start to do what?
Color and read.
Oh, what do we do before we color?
Circle the word.
Circle your sight words, and then you may
Color.
absolutely. Okay, so there's the first table. Do you remember at the end of the old lady story? She said what? What was in that speech bubble? Say it loud. You said it. Say it a little louder. It says, watch, throw me something, mister. 3, 2, 1. Say it with me. Throw me something, mister. You don't know their names, so you got to say mister. Throw me something, mister, right? So, this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. You are going to have more at the bottom with the words. You're going to cut straight across. Daniel? And you're going to put those words in the right
Order.
What's it going to say?
Throw me something, mister.
That is going to be the job for the blue table. Now, let's look at this one. Tell me what you see. Louisiana, one of our vocabulary words, where Mardi Gras started. We'll go in a second. Now, what colors do you see?
Purple, green, and gold.
Purple, green, and gold, right? Look at this sentence. The colors of Mardi Gras are...
Purple, green, and gold.
So, do you see the three colors at the bottom?
Yes.
You're not going to cut, but you are going to use your pencil, and you're going to write all three of those colors in all three of the blanks. One color on each line. Okay? Now, what else did I do?
Color.
What colors did I use?
Purple, green, and gold.
Now, I colored mine this way. After you write your name and the color words, you can color your outline of Louisiana any way you want. You can do polka dots, you can do stripes, whatever, okay? Whatever you want. Yours does not have to look like mine. I just wanted to give you an example. Got it? Okay. Now we have one more. Well, this one, the color one, is going to be for the orange table. Now the last table, the green table, is actually going to sit here because I have some words that are hanging. We couldn't do all of these words, right? Your hand might get tired of writing. But I chose some of them. And do you see how some of the words that I chose have numbers? Do you see numbers here?
Yes.
So number 1, you're going to look up, and there's some over here also. And what picture do you see by number 1? Number 1 is a crown. So next to number 1, what are you going to write? You're going to write the word crown. Let's jump here to number 8. Does everybody see number 8?
No.
Keep looking, Logan.
Yes.
Can you go find number 8 for me, Lacey? Go touch the card that has number 8. Do you remember what it is? Oh, I heard you, Brandon. Say it nice and loud. Confetti. That's what you see at a lot of parades, right? When you see confetti, you're seeing some fun. And that's what people do at Mardi Gras. They have a lot of fun. So next to number 8, you're going to write the word confetti. Let's go over these words one more time before we go to our tables. Say crown.
Crown.
King cake.
King cake.
Look at this one. Beads.
Bees.
Mask.
Mask.
Hat.
Hat.
Fleur-de-lis.
Fleur-de-lis.
Doubloons.
Doubloons.
And confetti.
And
Okay? And I'll let y'all sit here instead of at your table so that your eyes can see it. It's a little bit closer, okay? Who is ready to go do their Mardi Gras table? Now listen. The reason why we're doing this lesson is important. You need to know why we celebrate local holidays, okay? Mardi Gras is a local holiday. We celebrate it here in Louisiana. Holidays like Christmas are not just local. Everybody celebrates Christmas, right?
Yes.
But Mardi Gras is local and special to us. And you need to learn the words about Mardi Gras so you can share information with others. Got it? Good. Now, you're not going to do all 4 tables today. You're just going to do one. But by the end of the week, you will have rotated to all 4 of the tables. Sound good?
Yes.
I would like for, when I call your table, you're going to walk to your table. You're going to get your pouch from underneath, and you're going to get started on your job. Remember, we always use walking feet. And when you travel safely around the classroom, right?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you think that's true. Good. I need for the green table to get started. Remember, where's the green table going today? I need for the red table to get started. I need for the orange table to get started. And I need for the blue table to get started. And the first thing we do is always the same.
We give our pencil and write our name.
What is the sentence you're putting in order? Say it with me. Grow means something, mister. Yeah, we can say grow means something, mister. Or we can say grow means something, mister. Which one sounds better? Okay, did y'all find number one? What is the word? No. What's the word by number one? Crown. Crown, very good. Sight word we don't find. You is a sight word, right? You is a word ball. You is a word ball. Yes. And yes. Two. Where's the word two? Okay, you use the word ball. Okay, look, less talking and more writing, so you can get done. We have 4 more words to write. And we have 2 more minutes. Egypt's got 2 more words. I think she'll get finished.
He almost done.
One more minute, guys. 1 more minute. We're finishing up. Don't finish now. We'll finish during the play centers. You're almost done, Egypt. You finished it? Good. You know what? You used your time very what?
Wisely.
Very wisely. Good for you. Now, I need you to take what you have worked on, put it in the middle of the table, make a stack in the middle of the table. Whatever supplies you used, make sure you put them away. Push in your chair and walk to your square. You hear me counting, that means you stop working. You can finish it later. 8, 7, 'Let's see who hears me counting. 6. Put it in the middle of your table. 5. Cadence walked to her square and she put her hands in her lap. And she is waiting on the tray. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. So let me ask you a question. Aiden, do I need to take it so that you can focus on my voice? Sure. Alan, ready? Let me ask you a question. Did you learn a new word today?
King.
All of these words are what kind of words? We use them when we talk about what holiday.
Mardi Gras.
And we know that Mardi Gras is a holiday that everybody celebrates, or is it a local holiday?
Local holiday.
I'm going to say a word, and I'm going to call your name. And I want you to use that word in a sentence. That from over there. All right. Use the word, let's see, beads in a sentence. And when you say it, you have to use a nice, loud speaking voice. Teresia.
These are my favorite.
Beads are my favorite, okay? Use the word mask, Cadence. I love it. I am wearing a mask. Use the word parade, London.
I like a parade.
Logan, use the word float.